Hey you guys, Bubba Sawyer here, coming at you with a somewhat quick video. I don't know how long the video is going to be, but it's been brought up about why am I cutting certain family members off. Well, I cut my dad's sister off because she calls at 1:30 in the morning, and I have to be up at 3 because you know where I worked at the warehouse, headlight warehouse. I had to be up at 3 and leave the house no later by 3:30. I take a shower, eat breakfast right quick, leave the house at 3:30. She calls me at 1:30 in the morning and tells me my German Shepherd had got loose and said it had tore a bunch of, it had got a hold of some garbage bags on her porch and tore them open. That was fine. I went over and cleaned it up, but she's like, if you don't do something about the dog, I will. So I got up, and I'm not going into no details, but anyway, I had to put the dog down. And I said, you have no respect, because she knows that I leave, because she's told me before, I say you leave the house at 3:30 every morning. She lives right across the road. Right there's the corner of her house. But anyway, I'm not mentioning no names, but I had to put her down, put the dog down. I put him down because she was going to call animal control and have them do it. So it woke me up out of a dead sleep knowing that I had to work. So anyway, I had to put the dog down and had to bury it. And out of that, it just bothered me so bad that I think it was on a Friday when it happened. And I had to bury my dog, and I just didn't feel like going into work, and my boss lives up the road, and me and him's pretty close. And I told him, I was like, look, I can't come to work because my dog, I had to put it down. He's like, I understand, I'd miss work too if something like that happened. But anyway, and I got another aunt, I'm not mentioning no names, but she calls to check on my mom, see how my mom's doing. And my mom always puts it on speakerphone because she can't hear too good. And then this certain aunt made comments about your vehicle, saying, oh, have you seen, well, I'm going to say Bubba Sawyer because I don't want to put my name out there. She says, oh, have you seen Bubba's car? Except she says my real name. Have you seen his car lately? My mom's like, wow, what's wrong? Oh, it looks awful. Said he's put all these lights on his car, which I didn't put that on there. That came on there. I put that on there, though, because I wanted to do a spotlight. Oh, he put all those lights on there. He's got a big piece of string tied around where he's got ink pens hanging on his vehicle. That's something my dad did. When my dad worked in the coal mines, he would buy that rope that you use like a clothesline rope, and he would cut it to length, and he would tie it to one side of his sun visor, and he'd run it over and tie it to the other sun visor, and he'd have it pulled real tight so he could hang his ink pens on there. If he needed to take his watch off, he could hang it on there. And I like to have everything in plain view. That way, I'd take alligator clips, and if I needed to hang a grocery list there where I could see it to know to get it. And then she says, furthermore, says, you've never had anything nice. You're just like your dad. And says, you and your dad has had nice vehicles. Talking about when my dad got his Bronco, he started putting lights and stuff on it. Yeah, the headlights was yellow, so I bought him aftermarket clear headlights and put on for him. And he wanted a light bar, and for Father's Day, or it might have been his birthday, I bought him a light bar and we installed it on his vehicle. Everybody has different tastes. Some people get a vehicle and they drive it just like it is. That's what's great about the car community. People can customize their own vehicles, but nobody should be down in somebody's vehicle. This vehicle right here is reliable. I drove it all the way to Florida and back, and I had many people doubt me making it. They're like, oh, he's going to get down there and break down, and we're going to have to bring a trailer and try to find him and all that. I'm 31 years old, Yeah, when I was younger, I would run bald tires on my Jeep. Yeah, I did. Yes, I would drive my Jeep with bad ball joints, but as I got older and working with my dad, I've learned how to do things. And me personally, I don't think it's nobody's opinion on my car. And furthermore, my blue Jeep, old blue, talks bad about it. Oh, he's gonna put lights on it. He destroys everything. And it just bothered me to a point I spoke up. I was like, I'm getting tired of this. I'm tired. I don't like all this drama stuff and everything else. But I just basically told her, hey, I'm done here, and I'm not going to speak to this person ever again. I had to cut my dad's sister out because it's every time you turn around, I always worried about something. She'd come check. My dad's sister would come check her mail, and then she made a comment to my mother. She seen my mother at Walmart, and she's like, oh, you need to tell him he needs to get rid of some of them vehicles in his yard. That looks bad. That makes it look bad. This is my property. I pay the taxes on it. I pay the electric bill, the water bill here. I know my yard is not the best, but I got a big ass yard. Me and my buddies was on Google Maps on FaceTime. Everybody was sharing their screens, and we was looking each other's houses up and stuff, and they're like, Bubba, you got a big yard. I'm like, yeah, I know. This is a big ass area to keep up by yourself. And my dad has got rock dust on his lungs, and sometimes it's hard for him to breathe. Sometimes he could walk up there and check the mailbox and come back and be fine. Sometimes he go to check the mail and he has to come back halfway, and he has to set the tailgate down on the truck to sit down. And you've seen videos before where my dad helped me put a light bar on my Jeep, and my dad's not an overweight person. My dad's like 190 pounds. But the main thing is, don't be bashing people's vehicles. Some people, a vehicle to them gets them from point A to point B. That's all it is a vehicle. I love this car. I've always wanted a retired police car, and I worked my butt off for this vehicle. And I've had, it's not been the first time somebody's talked bad about my vehicle, but I worked for this. I broke my back for this vehicle. I put blood, sweat, and tears into getting this vehicle. And I enjoy it a lot. Yes, I've had people back into my car and mash the push bumper in. I've had to fix that. I had somebody hit me from behind, busted the tail light out. I had a guy that didn't like me sideswipe my vehicle, almost killing my dad. It bruised my dad's ribs up pretty bad. But when I first got this car, every week I take it, wash it, and wax it, and all that stuff. I'd use the Jay Leno series stuff. I'd wax it, clean my car. You could see your face in the paint job. You've all seen pictures of my car, how clean it was. And I always parked at the very end of the Walmart parking lot because I was always afraid somebody would hit my vehicle. And somebody took a box cutter to it. And out of that, I just didn't care about how clean it was because it runs immaculate. Everybody that I've ever let drove my car, they're like, by the looks of this car, you wouldn't think it rides good, but this is the smoothest riding car. It runs perfect, and it's a reliable vehicle. And I just don't appreciate when people down me. You know, people can have opinions, you know, Second Amendment rights, or First Amendment rights, sorry. You got First Amendment rights, everybody's got an opinion. You know, if you want to be my friend and you like me, that's fine. If you don't like me, that's fine too. And then it was brought up, oh, you cutting people out of your life. What if one day you need that person? Well, I don't. I don't need that person. You know, I got a small circle. I got my best friend, Robert. I got my best friend, Stanley. And I got all my YouTube friends that we talk to on a daily on a FaceTime. You know, don't never down somebody's vehicle. A lot of people likes my car. They think it's cool. I think it's cool. But that really hurt my feelings when stuff gets brought up about that. And then stuff like, oh, every time I see you, your clothes are stained up. You know, I'm a working man. You know, when I got to get out here and change a ball joint on something, or I got to change the alternator on something, my clothes are going to get dirty. I'm a good-hearted person. If I had a brand new pair of shoes on and somebody needed them, that was in bad condition and couldn't afford anything, I'd give you the food out of my house. That's how kind-hearted of a person I am. So, you know, it was brought up that I done already cut one ant out, and I had to cut another one out. That's just how it is. I don't give second chances. I never have. When somebody says something to me that bothers me, just like the whole ordeal with the dog, if you don't do something about it, I will. You know, and it was just a bag of garbage, something simple. Yeah, I would have went right over there and cleaned it up, no problem. No problem. But to have to put your dog down and get woken up 1:30 in the morning, that's unacceptable. Especially when you got to get up at 3 for work. So, the main thing about this vehicle is don't make fun of people's clothes. Maybe some people can't afford it. Yeah, I can afford nice clothes. Do I buy nice clothes? No. I don't like wearing nice clothes. I like wearing my Rolling Stone shirt. So what if it's got a little pinhole in it? So what if my work pants has got stains on them? So what if my boots have got mud on them? You know, be nice to people. You know, it's different. You know, cause me and my buddies, my YouTube buddies, you know, we all time make fun of each other and stuff, but that's all in fun. That's all, we're all just playing around. But when it comes to my vehicle, my Jeep, and people talking bad about my car, saying, oh, he needs to take his push bumper off of it. It looks bad. Oh, he started drilling holes on it. Well, first of all, I didn't drill no holes in this car, other than when I mounted the Unity spotlight on the passenger side, because I like the dual look. Don't belittle somebody. Don't belittle somebody. You know, maybe I do want a scruffy beard. Maybe I want to look like a mountain man. You know, it's nobody's business. But I've had people tell me, oh, your yard looks awful, or your house looks abandoned. You know, I do what I can do. And there's no sense in mowing this entire area. You know, mow the area. I mow the areas that I'm active in. I got a big ass property. If you get on Google Maps like my buddy did, my buddy Dean did, and read, and they seen it, I got a big property. My grandpa left all this to me. Why cut parts of your property that you're not on? That's just a waste of resources and manpower. And yeah, I do the weed eating, the tree cutting and stuff, and my dad rides the lawnmower around and cuts. You know what he can do before he gets tired out and has to go take a break? But it's nobody's opinion. Now, I've had multiple people tell me I need to get rid of my 76 Ford truck because it looks bad. Or my yard makes everybody else's yard look bad. It's nobody's opinion. And I do not give second people chances. You got one time to talk bad about my vehicle, my parents. You got one time to talk bad about my clothes and what I wear. You know, I've had people tell me I'm a nasty person. Well, you know what? I bath every single day. I bath. You know, if I'm outside working, I bath. And now, there may be days that I might feel bad and I stay in the house all day. Yeah, then I won't take a bath that night or whatever because I didn't get dirty. But the main reason for this video, don't make fun of somebody's vehicle. Maybe say if this was the only vehicle I had. You see what I'm saying? Don't make fun of people's cars. That's one great thing about the car community. Everybody could customize their vehicle to what they like. I don't know how many times there's been family members has made fun of my mom's truck because it's got a long bed on it. Yeah, me personally, I don't like the long bed, but I told my mother, I said, as long as that vehicle makes you happy and you like it, that's all that matters. But watch what you say to people. I know this video's at 17 minutes, but I'm done. You know, I got certain family members that are as nice as they can be to me. Then I got other family members, like the deal about the whole thing. You know, that's great. You know, I'm glad that family members call and check on my mother. But when they go straight directly start attacking me, saying that I've never ever had anything nice and I'm a drunk, and you know, that's bothering me. It bothered me to a point that I really couldn't talk much yesterday to my friends, my YouTube friends. But I'm not worried about it. You know, people can say whatever the hell they want to say. Because, like I said, First Amendment, protected. Freedom of speech. But I'm not going to let somebody down me. Especially, I'm not going to let somebody down my dog. You talk bad about my car, my dog, or my mom or dad, then there's going to be problems. So, just watch what you say. Don't make fun of people's rides. That's all I got to say. Don't make fun of what somebody has. See, I have multiple vehicles. But what if this was somebody's only ride? And just be nice to people, guys. No, it's different. Like I said, me and my friends, we laugh and cut up, call each other fat, or make fun of how each other talks. That's all in fun. But making fun of somebody's vehicle, saying it looks bad, and saying, they got this or that, or and then it was brought up, every time you get a new vehicle, you got to put a CB radio on it. I like CB radios. People might not use them as much anymore, but that's something I grew up with, and I feel lost when I don't have one in my vehicle. So, always be positive. Don't down somebody's vehicle, because karma comes back to you. And then it was said, well, these people you cut off, maybe one day you'll get to where you'll need them, and they won't help you. I won't need these people that I cut off. I won't need them. Trust me. I got my best friend right now. I could call him and say, hey, I need you to come to me. He'd be here in 20 minutes. So I got friends out there that'll back me more than anything. And like I've always said, it's kind of bad that a stranger will treat you better than certain family. But I'm not going into the details, mentioning names or none of that, but I just wanted to put that out there. Don't down what people has. At my job, I've seen people come in with raggedy ass clothes that was bleached out and had holes in it. Maybe that's all they had. You know, you don't know what somebody's gone through, so that's a message. So be nice to people. It's different when you're friends and you're joking and cutting up. That's different. But when you're doing it to be mean, don't do it. Cause I'm nice to people. I'm very, very well liked. My nickname is Cowboy. Everybody knows me by Cowboy. My internet friends know me as Bubba Sawyer. You know, I'm a highly liked person. And this is unacceptable when you gotta down somebody's ride. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys.